before I start anything. Okay, we can see everyone in that one. Okay, Instagram people, bear with us.
Like perfect view of my feet.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I always tell people. I told one person to wear clean socks, and they got like offended.
This might have paint on it.
They got offended. Like I'm like I tell everyone that, but then I stopped telling people because someone got offended, and I'm like, I'm sorry you got offended that I asked you to wear clean socks, but your socks will be seen on the show.
I mean, clearly they must have some personal issues.
Okay, hold on. Oh, we got okay. Okay, Instagram people, hold on. We got Facebook going here, and Facebook is where? Facebook is there. Facebook's going to have the ugly picture because this camera's cracked. Okay, live. You can see the three of us. We can see the three of us there. Start live. This one looks gross because I dropped this phone too many times, and I fixed the phone like 4,000 times, and it's still okay.
And what camera is that one for?
Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Right.
Whoa! I'm sorry.
It's okay. They've all taken some falls.
Okay, ladies and dude and children of all ages, we are happy to present the most amazing show. This is the 20th. No, did I say 20th?
You said
18th. It is the 18th episode of Live from Normal Heights. And we have two beautiful guests here. I'm going to have you introduce yourself. What's your name?
I'm Yasmin Guli.
Yasmin Guli.
Yeah.
What's your name?
And I'm Katie Kell.
Katie. So, Katie and Yasmin, have you guys ever been to Normal Heights?
No.
Did you know what Normal Heights was before you came in?
No.
Oh, because it's a weird looking... I just thought when I moved here and it said Normal Heights, I'm like, we gotta have a name of a show, like Live from Normal Heights.
Yeah, I like that.
I've been around this area, definitely. I'm just bad at, like... I just go places.
Yeah, okay. Well, did you guys ever go to Lestat's West?
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Okay, they used to have open mic on Monday nights, which is the best open mic in all of San Diego.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. Are they opening back up?
Well, of course, yeah, they better.
Sweet.
After the pandemic or whenever they decide they're going to open.
I think June 14th, right?
Yeah, that's what
I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because they started a few open mics already down in OB. They have an open mic there.
Oh, really?
And they had one earlier at some cafe over in City Heights, but they stopped that for a while.
Where do they do them in OB?
They do it at a place called... I'll give you the link, but it's really...
they do that at Template, too.
It's Template, that's the one.
Yeah.
It's Thursday nights.
Yeah, Template's really dope.
Okay, I've never been there.
It's cool. I'm going to start doing tarot readings there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So since we started talking about tarot readings, tell us about tarot readings.
Yeah, so I read tarot. I've been doing it for 5 years now, 3 years for clients, and it's basically a way to connect with your angels and your guides and receive guidance on certain issues, or just get like a general energetic reading, see where your energy is at, see how your week is going to go, how the planets are affecting you, and etc. You can also call on certain angels or people who may be deceased through tarot readings if that's something you want to do. There's a lot of different ways to play with it, and it's just fun. It's play.
Wow. How long have you got into stuff like that, or what made you get into stuff like that?
I went through a spiritual awakening when I was a freshman in college. I was really, really sick and atheist, and it was just, my life was very dark. And then I had a dream where this angel came to me and was basically like, wake the fuck up and start taking care of yourself. And the next morning I woke up and I literally started doing a ton of research, stopped doing all the pharmaceuticals that I was taking for my illness, and started meditating. And the more I went down the healing path and the spiritual path, the more I started getting into working with my angels and guides. And then the next step was a tarot deck, and that's how to get really clear messages from your angels and guides. So my friend got me one for my birthday, and ever since then, I play with it literally every day. Like, I love it.
That's so dope.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So, Yasmin, do you ever do anything like that, or are you into stuff like that?
I don't think I'm experienced or educated enough on the...
Are you religious or spiritual or what?
I'm in a fuzzy area. Because, like, I'm very open to any idea, like, especially when it comes to afterlife. My favorite to believe is, like, you know, that you're living here on Earth and you're reincarnated till you get it right. But I'm kind of just open to a lot of ideas. Because, you know...
So what I don't say I believe anymore because belief is the pretense that you know, and I feel that I know now. I feel I know that I've lived on this planet many times, and I feel I've lived in other systems. And every time the name Lemuria comes up, that's where I get the strongest. And then I also get Palladium, but it's only I know I was only there for a short while, and then I went to Earth. So I don't feel. So how I got the information for me? So I have been Buddhist all my life. Like I told you, there was Buddhist meetings here, and I always believed in reincarnation, and I always believed that life is infinite because in Buddhism is the only religion that says there's no beginning and no end. It continues forever both ways, and even the universe is one. They say there's a minor world system, which is like a solar system. There's a medium world system, which is like a galaxy. There's a major world system, which is we think is expanding, which I don't buy all that stuff, but it's always moving, so it's expanding and contraction. That's what in Buddhism is called a major world system. And then the historical Buddha said if you take 10 times 100 times 1,000 times 10,000 times 10 to the 56th power times 10 to the 64th power of major world system, which means what we think is the universe now, that many major world system, which is an incalculable number, and you smash them to dust and you travel east, and every time you pass 10 times 100 times 1,000 times 10,000 times 10 to the 56 times 10 to the 64th power of major world system, you drop one dust particle. You take all those words and you cry them to dust, and every time you pass that many, you drop one particle of dust, and you keep going until you drop all the particles of dust. And then you go, all the worlds you passed, you grind them to dust, and then each dust equals an eon. That's, he says, when he first attained in Buddhahood. So Buddhism is like, did it ever begin? No, it doesn't. It just keeps going. It's always going. So everything goes through a formation, and then it continues for a while, then it declines and it disintegrates, but it eventually has to regenerate. So star systems regenerate, planets regenerate, animals, people, we all regenerate, but we never die. We just go through the cycle of having a body, not having a body, having a body, not having a body. Energy transfer. Yeah. And you talked, when she says she talked to her angels, she's talking to people that don't have bodies right now, which is, a lot of us decide when we leave our body, we want to just hang out without a body for a while, and we start helping people on Earth or other places, try to get them to direct them to where they should be, because we feel like we did enough in a body, and then eventually we go, okay, I want to go back to a body, because the bodies are good because we can sense things a lot deeper and feel things a lot deeper, so it's more enjoyable having a body. But if you feel like you've done enough enjoyment, then you can choose to be an angel. But yeah, that's what I feel I know. And how I know is everything that makes you stronger is true. Everything that weakens you is false. So I do a muscle test. So you can go like, yes, 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 no. No will always come apart once you practice it. Yes, 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 no. No always comes apart. So you can ask, have I lived on this planet a million times, a billion times, trillion times? I've lived about a billion times on this planet. But I do an easier one. That's people just learning, but I just do this one. Yes, yes, no. I can't even, if it's a no, I can't even think to hold it up anymore because I got used to doing it.
So the no goes down?
Yeah, okay, so this is called the falling log method. You normally hold here and push down. Yes, yes is strong. And then after you get used to doing it, it'll just fall. You can't, when you think no or do anything no, so you could say, was I a girl in my last life? It's strong.
Okay.
Was I a man before that? No, I was a girl before that. Was I a man before that? Was I a girl before that? Was I a girl before that? Okay, so I was 4 or 5 lifetimes ago, I was a man.
Okay.
So that's why, when I was growing up, people thought I was gay. Because I was very feminine, very nice, and I'm trying to be more masculine, but I consider myself a lesbian in a man's body. It's like more, I like all my friends are female. And I don't like sports. I don't like manly things. Right. And I just don't. It's just like.
Well, you're just a balanced being.
Well, maybe that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So before we talk more about your reading and stuff, we're going to talk a little bit about Yasmin's art. How long ago did you start doing art?
I mean, honestly, I've been painting since I was like a child. It's not. I wouldn't say I started getting good until like maybe a couple years ago, but I've been just teaching myself. I've never really taken art classes. I get it from my dad, I'd like to say.
So I'm just going to randomly grab one.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to do this one because it's on the end. And I'm going to talk about this one. Oh, I didn't even remember which one I was going to pick, but that's a cool one.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us about that one.
So,
Gorgeous.
I'm going to put this cup down. There's this one. I call this one a type of unity. Honestly, at this phase in my life, like I feel like when I was younger, a lot of my paintings had a lot more meaning, and I've been struggling with that a little bit. So I kind of worked with colors, you know, and I wanted to bring this idea of unity by just kind of like merging them together. But for me, I have a lot more fun just kind of like throwing my hand to the canvas and, you know, figuring it out as I go.
I like how you...
I pull it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's melting into one.
Yeah.
Like they say what's that? All colors melt to one. All bleed to one. It's a YouTube song. It's a famous saying. All colors bleed to one or something like that. Anyway, I like that one. So you called this one
I like
unity.
A type of unity.
Yeah,
I like how
type
many
of
different colors you use.
Yeah.
Like, it's so abstract. And they all are like one entity, even though you can see multiple people, their faces.
So if I were to buy this one and put it on my wall, for me, I know you probably would sell it for more to like other people because this would be on all my shows. It would be right there. How much would you sell this one for?
You know, like maybe like $50.
Oh, I would definitely do that. Okay.
Yeah?
We'll talk about that.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna go to other art after that. Where's your family's from? Where?
My family was I was born here. My mom was born in California, but my grandparents moved here from Iraq.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. So that's why I said you're Persian, right?
Yeah, I'm a big mix. I'm not really sure, but mostly, like, I know that they moved here from Iraq, so, yeah.
What about you?
Cool.
Where's your family from?
Texas.
Tejas.
I don't know. I think we have a little bit of German and...
me too.
And Irish.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I have Irish, Greek, Italian, German,
Oh, nice.
and either Seminole or Cherokee because they were mixed together at the Trail of Tears. So.
I know I've got a little Irish. I'm just a big mix. Like, I remember seeing a little... I got my 23andMe done a while ago. A little Egyptian.
Oh, cool. Oh, you have Egyptian?
Yeah, just a...
Well, don't
just
we
a
all?
big... I feel like we should.
We should.
Yeah, because we all... Everything, like, started.
Yeah.
Let me ask. We do.
Yeah. I am. Weird.
One thing I don't like about the places you pick... Oh, yeah, show us. What's that?
The Egyptian
Oh, yeah.
artist. Super intense.
So, we'll go back and forth. Tell us about where the stars are at right now, or where the moon's at, or what's going on. She gives incredible readings. I really like her show.
Thank
the
you.
white...
Thank
What happened over here?
There is
my
a
cup.
new
I'm
moon
sorry.
coming
No
up
problem.
a little
It was like her face was all white. What happened?
Oops.
Yeah, there is a new moon coming up. We just had a full moon that happened, and it was extremely powerful. It was a super moon, and it was the first of 3 super moons. This next moon is a new moon. It is going to be closer to Earth than it normally is, so this is a really good time.
Oh,
to
when did you
set
say
intentions.
222? That's my birthday. You said something about the moon in 222 something. Was that
It
you?
was, yeah, the last super
The last
moon
one.
was exactly 222 miles away at the time of its peak. And that is an angel number. 222 means to have faith in that everything is working out perfectly and in divine timing. So it was just a reminder to all of us, you know, if things seem like they're not going our way, or if stuff is a little rocky right now, to not worry, let go of your worries, let go of your stress, and just know that the universe is taking care of you and everything's going to be wonderful.
So if I had anyone in San Diego that you guys would like to invite on the show, do you guys know anyone that's semi-famous?
Yes.
Who?
I have a lot of friends that are DJs.
Okay.
So that's like,
Cool.
and they could come DJ
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something, or...
Cool. I want to get more and more different types of people. I've had artists, I've had musicians, I've had... Oh, Fox Tide's coming.
Really?
After they go for
Tonight?
The singer's going on a trip, and then he's gonna come probably in about 3 months or 2 months. He said he's going somewhere, but he's gonna come on.
Fun.
Yeah, so they're gonna all sit here, try to beat the whole band here, and then we're gonna do some acoustic performance or something.
Yeah. Nice. That would be really fun.
I'm trying to get Tim Piles. He said he's gonna come eventually. He's the guy on 91X who does all the local artists.
Oh yeah, they actually. I remember I threw a show a long time ago for Fox Tide, and they went on 91X to like blow it up for me while I was on time.
Cool.
Yeah,
So how long have you been following Fox Tide?
I started going to their shows in like 2018 that summer, but yeah, I became like friends with them, and then I had my own show on my 18th birthday, and they played and they did a fucking fantastic job.
For your birthday?
No, you could say F.
Yeah,
we have the F bombs on
Okay,
this show.
cool.
It wasn't gonna be on my birthday. I just wanted to have a show, and then it just kept getting pushed back, and like it ended up randomly being on my birthday. And they played, and then I got a job there, so I used to work at Queen Bee's.
Oh, Queen Bee's, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
So
it was a great job.
You said you're not working right now.
I have a nanny position starting on May 17th, but right now I'm putting most of my energy into planning a festival that's happening June 25th through the 27th. It's going to be during the full moon in June, and it's going to be a healing festival. We're going to have a transcend dome, so we're going to have this dome structure where you go into it and you lay on a vibrating table. And we have images that are projected onto the dome and music, healing music that is playing at the same time while you're under whatever type of medicine you would like to be under. And they take a picture of your energy, your aura, before you go in and after, so you can see actually how it has harmonized your work field.
That was so cool.
Yeah. So
and where do you plan on having this?
Yeah,
that's going to be in Marietta or Temecula.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
June's really hot in Temecula.
I know. It's an air-conditioned
okay.
Yeah, but yes, it's going to be really exciting. It's a yoga festival. We're going to do yoga, meditation. We're going to have DJs and music as well. So get your tickets.
So when you said you got into this because you went through sickness, I've always been a Buddhist all my life, and I was always very deeply in Buddhism, but I had started to have medical problems. And everything else that I've solved through my Buddhist practice, I couldn't see. It kept getting worse and worse, my medical problems, and I was super healthy. I was working out since I was 17. I was eating super healthy. I even went vegan for a long time. But it kept getting worse. All my medical issues, I had back problems. I had all these, I don't have to go all through all of them. But I did the same thing in Japan. I lived in Japan for 13 years, and I kept hearing the word energy healing. And every time I heard that word, I'm like, oh my God, what's that? What's that? I know what that is. I know what that is. I got to do that. Mm-hmm. And then I went to an energy healer in Japan, and she just put her hand above my body, and I was laying face down, but I can tell where she was every time because my body would start twitching.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then so I'm like, I got to learn this. But she only spoke Japanese, and I couldn't learn from her because it was too difficult. So then I decided, I went back to America, and my brother said, I have this program, and he gave me a $1,000 program. And I'm like, this is it. This is the one I've been looking for. And it started with muscle testing. No, it's called the Body Code.
Oh, interesting.
And he gave it to me, and all the way home on the plane, I studied their 600-something page manual, and I mastered it. I started working on everyone in Japan. Then I started a healing program where people called from around the world. And I got rid of all my problems that I had, most of my problems except my sense of smell. My sense of smell is still slowly coming back, but that's the only thing I haven't been able to heal on myself. But I went through, like you, I had to go through all that stuff. And that's why I learned muscle testing. Then I realized that, there's another healing I learned called Access Consciousness, where they say everything that's true for you will make you feel light, and everything that's not true for you will make you feel heavy. So if you can feel that and you say, should I do this? And you get a heavy feeling, you shouldn't do it. If you get a light feeling, like expansive, then you should do it, or it's true for you.
Okay.
But for me, it just always worked better to do muscle testing. So it works the same way. And also the what I consider my teacher in Buddhism, he had a dialogue with the professor of Christianity, and in that dialogue he said, we can't prove the way science proves religious things because those things are not provable by science. So we should adopt whatever makes us empowered, we should adopt those as our beliefs, and whatever disempowers us, discontinue those beliefs. That's what he said. And then I realized when I started muscle testing, that's what he was talking about, because I feel, now I don't even have to muscle test, because I feel the energy of what a strong muscle test would be and what a weak muscle test would be. Oh, so right away, if someone's talking and I can tell they're lying, I don't say you're lying, but I know, okay, I can do.
You're just intuitive. Yeah.
I can just go, okay, great.
Yeah.
I know you're lying, but I'm not going to say it. But it works. If I was a judge, it would work really well.
Yeah, definitely.
So
that's a good skill to have.
We'll talk about one more piece. Oh, I like this one.
Oh, wow.
And more purples.
Yes.
I love purple.
This one was actually pretty interesting because I feel like, I don't know, my style changes a lot, but I actually had a live model for this one. It was one of my really good friends, Jaya. And I had gotten kicked out, so I was staying in a hotel, and she came and stayed with me, and we, took apart the whole hotel room, moved the lamps all around, create, I moved this chair from, halfway across the room to just, get everything in that corner. And I had her sit there for, 10 minutes, because I don't know if you remember those days where it was, extremely windy? For a couple days, it was those days. It was freezing. So I had her. I only just got her outline and then kind of worked from there. Yeah, she was freezing.
I like how her face got off.
Right, for real. But yeah, this one was my first I don't know. I don't know if you can tell, but the perspective of it kind of shifts because at one point I was staring at the room straight. At one point I was laying on the floor. It was kind of like I said, I'm self-taught, so I just kind of work with, what I'm seeing, and, yeah. I never really paint with acrylic anymore, so this was an acrylic painting.
I like this whole pattern thing here.
Yeah. Because that was, kind of what the...
they had carpet that kind of looked at...
It was all, even it was for,
drapes,
green, blue, and yellow, and I kind of just wanted to, I had, a cheap set of acrylic paints I kind of work with.
That's cool.
That I had for this one, but... Yeah.
So you're an intuitive artist. You
yeah.
That's awesome.
I definitely just kind of go for it most of the time. I wish I had more, knowledge about it, though.
No, I don't think you... Okay, so let me ask. You already went to school for many lifetimes.
Really?
Yeah, 1, 2... Oh, just 2 lifetimes.
Doesn't feel like it, but I appreciate it.
You went to... You want me to tell you where you went to school? For art?
Sure.
Okay. Can I? Yeah, can I? Okay, so they're both... One's 18th century, one's 19th century.
Oh, dope.
And they're both in Europe.
That's right.
What is that Wait, is that Renaissance time period or not?
No, Renaissance was more 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
It get all the way to the 15th something.
Was I an artist in those lives, or was I...
No, you studied... The first life you studied, you didn't... You studied art, but you didn't really want to do it. But the second life, you did the art.
Okay.
So now that's why you don't feel like you need to learn.
I'd love to learn, though. I actually just applied for, a little scholarship.
Do you know what Socrates said? Socrates said, all knowledge is remembrance. Mm-hmm. So you're slowly, as you're doing the work, you're remembering what you learned. I mean, you can always learn more.
Wait, that is kind of interesting, though, because I feel like most of the time I really don't know what I'm doing when I'm painting.
But as you do it, it's starting...
Comes out.
It's because you're deeply going into your conscious mind and you're remembering things. Because I'm sure if you looked at all the different things, like this right here looks like freaking Starry Night right here.
This one I really love because it felt like...
If you just took this little section here, this is as amazing as Starry.
This, to me, the
Night.
figure felt very Matisse. This, like I said, some of my friends felt like Van Gogh, the way that it moved, and then, the overall color scheme felt like Picasso. But I didn't even try to, that's what one of my friends said.
Yeah. I just got the total Starry Night right there. And so you probably studied with someone who really liked Picasso, or... I'm getting the S.
Or maybe you're an incarnate of Picasso.
I'm not getting that.
Pretty cool. I don't know about that, but that'd be something else.
Yeah.
I drink my Kool-Aid.
Yeah, drink your Kool-Aid. So, what do you guys want to talk about? What do you feel about this pandemic?
Go Cool. Because actually, when you said, what do you guys want to talk about, in my head, I thought the ascension process. And then I was like, well, maybe don't bring that up yet. And then you said, what do y'all think about the pandemic?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I think about it. It is a cover-up for the ascension process that is currently happening right now. I believe, personally, that the Earth is moving from, like, 3 to 5D plane into more, like, 4 to 7D plane or 6D plane. So we're moving up in space, like the planet, altogether. And these people who are dying vibrationally can't keep up with the Earth.
I just
so
said
they
that
can't
last
be
show.
here anymore. Yeah. So the rest of us are actually evolving and ascending along with the Earth.
Yeah. And for people listening to that, it's not a judgment of good or bad or wrong or right.
No, not by any means.
It's just in order for, okay, so I said this on a few other shows. The Renaissance happened right as the Black Plague happened, and it started to wane down is when all the artists started coming out and all the activists started coming out and all the people that started changing. That's when the Renaissance happened. Mm-hmm. So if the Black Plague didn't happen, the Renaissance never would have happened.
Right.
Because the people who brought the plague were actually the Mongol invading armies who were just destroying country after country after country after country, and they would have just kept destroying country after country after country. But eventually the rodents, because they just kept leaving dead bodies in their wake, the rodents became so strong and followed the army because they knew they were just going to have bodies to eat.
Tell me why this is the only part of, like, history class I remember.
So when they started getting this, like, wasting disease, their bodies started wasting. These warriors that were going to attack a city, they were like, "What do we do with these bodies? These people are just dying." So they just started. They tried to knock this walled city down, and they couldn't knock the walled city down. So they just started shooting the limbs and the dead body parts of all their dead soldiers that started just wasting away because they were getting the plague. And so those dead bodies flew over there and they started spreading the plague. And then all these villagers started leaving the city and started spreading the plague all over Europe. But it mostly killed people that were, like, warlike and people that were really into, like, destruction and killing and stuff like that. Where the artist communities and the people that were peaceful, it didn't spread quickly through those areas. So those people started to become empowered, realizing that they felt immune. Like I felt immune at the beginning of this pandemic. I started sometimes having a little bit of fear, but I felt like this is my time to really go out and start interacting with people in a deep way. I've been doing it all my life, but this is like really the time that I can do it more dynamically and openly because the people that are not afraid are out there. That's why I love the drum circle.
Yeah.
Freaking love that.
I hadn't been in a while because I feel like this winter, like, it was too cold.
I went.
Yeah. But I used to go a lot when I was younger. But I started going back because Foxtrot was playing. And I'm glad I did.
And I hope they're going to play tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to play tomorrow, but I hope they are.
Yeah.
They were really good.
They're very, very talented.
So the cool thing is I have a book in the back room that's called Power versus Force, and this doctor rewrote the book 6 or 7 times until he got it up to a frequency of 800 and something. And he said from 0 to 1,000 is the possible frequencies of people, and 1,000 is enlightenment, and 0 is like wanting to just kill yourself and being so depressed you can't live. And average people are always like in the first 400. But people that are really creative and really philosophical and really deep and really wanting to help people, they're always up in the higher frequencies. Mm-hmm. I call it the plague. This virus, every time I muscle test for it, it's about 400 to 500 right now. So as long as you're not depressed and not feeling suicidal and not heartbroken and not just like I'm giving up, you're not going to get it. Even if you get exposed.
Or if you do,
but you're going to overcome it. You're going to overcome
yeah,
it. And it's going to help you.
And then you have antibodies and they're fine.
Yeah, you're going to have, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Let's grab that artwork.
Oh.
Ooh, the big one.
The big one.
The big one.
Is it upside
Wow.
down? Oh,
it is
goes
upside down.
this way.
Oh, goes this way.
Yeah. Here, you want to
Hold it. Yeah.
You can come around this side, or you can stand at the top.
I don't know. You can't see me.
Oh, we can see your head right there. Okay, go ahead.
So So yeah, this one is my biggest piece. It really doesn't have any meaning. This one was kind of like, I was just too frustrated to come up with the concept, and I just really wanted to play with the colors that day.
This looks like some kind of musical instrument.
It's a woman. So for the longest time, I guess, yeah, I also see the guitar, but I've been trying to, like, I don't know, I paint a lot of womanly figures, you know, for, like, the divine feminine kind of thing. But I've always had, like, spirals as, like, you know, to show that state of a mixed up, just cycling kind of feeling. But, yeah, other than that, I really just had fun with this one.
Yeah. What do you call this one? Do you have a name for it?
I think it was Far From Reason.
Far From Reason, cool.
Yeah.
What did you use? Coffee cups, or what did you use here?
I had, like,
paint cans?
I had a big bucket of paint for my wall that I hadn't used, and I dropped, like, this little plastic mason jar in there. I was like,
I'm going to do the whole thing like that. That's so cool. It purposely dropped so that you can remember some kind of
some new
technique, yeah.
I've been trying to get, like, more
using circles
recently, not like this one, but more multimedia, like doing, like, I'll do some drawings on it, some painting, and, like, some spray paint. So this was like I try to do little faces.
It's cute, I like it.
Thank you. But yeah, this one doesn't entirely have too much meaning. It's just for the color scheme. I feel like I'm more connected with the color than rather the picture.
Oh, those are really impressive.
So tell us about your... I just saw your tattoo. Tell us about your tattoo.
Which one? This
one?
This
one, yeah.
It says, "The madman is a dreamer awake." It's a Freud quote that just kind of stuck with me since I was a freshman.
Say it again, the madman.
The madman is a dreamer awake.
I love that.
Yeah. Because I feel
then I am a
madman.
Yeah. Aren't we all?
For real. No, we
like
really
Alice in
are.
Wonderland, we're all mad here.
Do you have any tattoos?
Just this one.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, I have Horus. They can't see.
And this one's for Led Zeppelin 3, but also, like, 3 is just my lucky, like, my number.
Nice. Mine's 2. That's funny.
Mine's 222 because of my birthday.
Same.
February 22nd.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my birthday's the 3rd, so I've just also the 3rd of January, but yeah, 3. I feel like it's been. Wait, tell me more about the symbolism of 3.
Well, 3 is like one of the most stable structures. Well, 3 represents a triangle, which is like one of the most stable shapes. So it's very stable. It's very organized.
That's why on that tripod over there is 3 legs.
Yeah, you're right.
And Buckminster Fuller
in
created the geodesic dome based on 3s. Everything was a triangle. The playground, we those little monkey bars, the one that's like a circle.
Yeah.
He created that one. It's all triangles, so it holds together. You can have whatever weight on top of it's not going to break.
Yes, and any 3 number represents a balance between mind, body, and soul.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yeah.
In Buddhism, the Trinity is appearance, which is anything we see. Nature, which is anything we don't see but we know exists, like our thoughts or feelings or whatever. And then the third one is entity, which is the, she said soul. It's the life force.
I like that. I've never heard that.
Yeah, and in Access Consciousness they say the same thing. It's energy, which E equals MC squared. It's everything physical. Energy, space, and consciousness. Consciousness is the Father. The Son is the appearance. And the Holy Ghost is nature in Buddhism, otherwise known as space and consciousness, and access consciousness. The Trinity. That's the 3. It's a holistic creation. No problem. Go ahead. Okay, it's just the 2 of us now.
Just the 2 of us.
You and I. So do you like singing?
I do like singing.
Oh, cool.
I would like to take voice lessons to make my voice a little better. But I enjoy singing.
Let's sing a song.
Oh my gosh, what song?
We'll make it up. No, let me see if I can tune this guitar. The last person that came over, he accidentally took my tuner, and I'm terrible by ear tuning these things. I know it's out of tune, but I can't tune it.
How long have you played guitar for?
Since I was about 13 or 14.
Oh, wow. Cool.
But on and off, I play piano and guitar and saxophone, and I play trumpet and French horn.
Oh, whoa, so you play a lot of instruments.
Yeah.
Nice.
And sometimes I'll play guitar more than I play piano, and sometimes I'll play.
I actually just got a piano keyboard. I want to try
cool.
to teach myself the piano. I think that'd be really cool. Because I feel like one of the...
I just bought this thing. It's a marimba.
What's marimba?
It's a wooden xylophone.
Cool.
Which I could tune to that, but... Hold on.
I feel like one of the best ways to heal the collective is through music.
Oh, totally.